gotta put it on. Hit me with that, cause you know Tinko is probably a major Iris stan. As she hands out invitations to every tribute in the game, her beach party, Tinko's beach party, is open for session. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Zenith Toon Link. Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalacars, you know me as the man who's drinking in the squad holding both the singles and the pancake championship, stealing it from the entourage on our way to AV Mania. I'm the United States Aviator. Welcome back to another episode of the... Oh yeah, the Danganronpa Hunger Games. It is an American reading of the calendar, 7-8, and you know why 7 was afraid of 8? Because 7, or wait, why 8 was afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. That's the way that joke goes. And we are celebrating 7, 8, 9 with the funniest teams. We got the funniest teams, the teams that would be most likely to make a hee hee ha ha here today. To maybe, if yesterday or the past 4 episodes were an indication of what could happen today. Oh boy, let's go through all of the teams today. We got Grand Scheme. Of course they're making, both of them are making hee hee ha ha's. I'm looking at Kokichi and Claude. The Mets, baby. All about those Mets. Love those Mets. Nani Achiaki and Mizuki, the Brute Force. Team Brute Force. Tinko and Mana. Mana makes some real cute jokes. Tinko. I mean, she'll make jokes to females, but maybe not so much degenerate males. Shorty Sleepover kinda will crack a nice joke, and then Crazy Oko will make fun of you. It'll feel like she'll think she's joking, but you might cry. Do you remember? Ryoko's not gonna remember the jokes that Fret is going to tell, but let me tell you, Fret, his jokes, they are on fire. Speaking of fire, watching the world burn. While the end probably isn't too much in a joking manner, you know, Monokuma's one of the biggest jokers out there, if I do say so myself. It takes one to know one, mama and daddy. Midori. His jokes are a little... yeah. But Hiroko, you know what? She's here for a nice little joke, a little tease, a little everything right now with seeking justice. Taka. Might not be the most profound in telling jokes, but Dojima's here to help tickle his funny bone just a little bit. Friendly fisticuffs, the great Gozu, and Ito. This man's, he's joking left and right, let me tell you. United we fall. Kaito's here for the jokes. Mitsurai's here because he's... he is a joke in this scene. That wasn't a planned bit. It wasn't a planned bit, it just came to me and I was like, oh, that's kind of mean, but I gotta say it, don't I? Will Mitsurai get his first win today? We're all hoping for it. Kaito's here to try and show him what he's learned as of late. Unhealthy obsessions. Corey's in the house with Tharja. Manga mayhem. Komaru and Ifumi. Sugar daddies. Oh, they're joking big time. Izuyoi and Karia. The Himbros 2. Hiro and Kanji. Anthropology. Aiko and Iris. Final Gambit. Taichi mainly here for Yosuke. Accident prone. Mikon. Felicia. Your new tag team champions. Alice in Wonderland. For boss, Alice and Usami. The dude detectives mainly for Keiji, but you know, Shuichi's, he's out here to make a joke every once in a while. Voice of the voiceless, Angie and Tiki, mainly Angie, but you know, her jokes aren't gonna be that funny. She'll be like, are you ready to sacrifice yourself? Just joking. But is she though? Pancake Palooza, Mondo, and Sato, nothing to report. Chisa, and mainly for Mr. H, Titi Typhoon, Ibuki, and Miss Mew. Fashion forward, Junko, Shiki, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Shinyan, mainly for... well, I guess both of them are joking. They're both jokesters, I'll tell you what. Book Club, Toko, and... she'll be throwing all sorts of jokes, let me tell you. Yeah, Miko. Bug Hunters, Gota, because you know... as a gentleman, you gotta know how to break the tension. A good joke is a great way to do that. So is here as well. Minami Maru, Minami Moto, and Minimaru. I'm gonna butcher their names today, just you wait. Their team is a joke, but it's a great joke. Baked in Blood, Ruka and Mai, one with nature, Daisaku, and the jokester himself, the king of all jokes, Turnip Boy, that's the king! Shield. Kizakura and Mishima, Romance is Dead, Joe and Kaye Day, Magic Carpet Ride, Hajime, and Yukiko just wants to hear all the jokes. She's gonna laugh like a jackal out here. Dance Break, Crazy Oak Auction Large with Inigo, Something in the Water with Hina and Beto. New Era, Marie and Kibo, Boom and Gloom, Jotaro and Klee, Deep Fried Chicken, Teru and La Senora, Promotion Pending Natsumi, and Izuki, aka, you know what, screw it. You're Pinky in this game too. You're Pinky now, congratulations. And Affluent Progeny, Togami, and Jin. And Togami told one heck of a joke yesterday, and none of us were laughing until the punchline with Celeste came through and won that title, but go ahead and... Yo, the number of times I've started episodes as of late without knowing where the heck the wheel is tremendous. Make your comments because as I look around, it's got to be over here somewhere. iPod, we snow. I have my other. I use this tablet because I'll be frank, my iPad's low-key getting out of date. It's getting old, and this one is just très magnifique. But I still use that one for the wheel, and you know, the wheel's, it's somewhere around here, I promise you. It's somewhere. Make your picks in the comments. Your comments are important, like this one. Like that one. Wait for it. And this one right here, ass. In 3, 2, where are the Mets? Hold on. It's still on your screen. I don't need to turn it around for you, actually. Let me scroll. Where are you? Mets, where are you? Mets! I've had to put on that jacket for 4 episodes in a row now. Do not make it 5. Do not make it 5, Mets. I'm warning you. I'm gonna spin this bad boy, and I swear if y'all want chaos to reign, Mets, I will be screaming. I will scream. I'll scream. Let's see. It's a chance. It's a 1 in 20 chance. I can't say that we've never seen it happen before, but we've never seen it happen 2 times in a row, right? Those odds would be like 1 in 400, right? Right? So it won't happen again today, right? Right? Oh, it didn't slow down quick enough for me. It didn't slow down. I got a little worried. Next week. 10% chance, but for right now, oh man. It was possible. I'm gonna make my picks. Man, okay, a regular episode. Oh, it's been a minute since we've had one of these. Give me freaking sugar daddies for first. Give me also tell me in the comments which team do you think would be the funniest, would be the best comedy duo. I want that from you guys. Which of these teams would be the best comedy duo? Give me sugar daddies for first. Give me promotion pending for second, and I want it to be like Pinky versus Kari as the final 2, and then lastly, give me Anthropology for third, give me Iris specifically. Those are my picks. You have made yours, and without further ado, there are... Let me mention, yesterday we didn't see any Team Advantage totems, but they are now in play in Orteal as well as events where members of Red Team can team up against Blue Team and vice versa. You'll see a little bit of, you know, action between the 2 teams rather than, you know, the specific teams like Anthropology, Aiko and Iris. You could see Iris from Red Team and Taichi from Red Team try and take out Alice from Blue Team. But on that note, I do believe it is time to get the show on the road. We have 80 competitors, 40 teams? That sounds about right. 20 from Red, 20 for Blue, and one way to find out who wins this bad game. We'll start round 1. We also have, whilst I hydrated, y'all stay hydrated too, Team Advantage totems in play. We have a couple of events where Red and Blue Team can team up to take out a member of the opposing team. Will any of that hit today? Let's start round 1. Let's see if it does. And as we kick things off, we see the horns, actually. Are those the horns over there? That's... sound them! Sound them! Yes! Sound those horns over... Thank you, Horns. I do appreciate. Oh my gosh. Ruka stabbing Izio in the back again. Hold on, let's get into that action real quick. Let's get in there. Teru could get used to this place. Teru. That's pretty cynical. Izio tries to kill Ruka, but Ruka tallies and kills him instead again. Yukiko stares into the distance. The Archon see great potential in Dojima grant him an electrovision to start this thing off, and Beto finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. She's probably kind of embarrassed about that. Mitrai just wants it to be over already. He's like, I'm not gonna win this game. Come on, you guys. Genocide Jack finds my climate remote control. Jack, you might want to, look, I know you know what that does, so don't use it, okay? Don't use it. Ruka seems unshaken by any of this. Yosuke and Taichi team up and ambush Kaito, killing him. Back to your old habits, huh, Kaito? Toko gets mauled by wild animals. Shinyan pictures and even Golang in various places. Oh, dope. Shuichi's got a fishing rod. Now he can catch all those fish. Togami is protected by his wealth. Hiroko sobs quietly. Gonta knocks out the champion. Alice puts a death collar on him. Taichi can't help but admire his own genius mind. Kokichi looks for an easy out. Ryoko doesn't really understand what's happening. Kibo is ready to defend his friends. Felicia and Nane Achiaki put their differences aside and take out La Signor for the sake of Red Team. The Raging Reds are now cross-teaming as long as they can take out a member of Blue Team. Will Blue Team respond to that? I don't know. Taka uses the mysterious gas to knock out Shuichi and Mai to put death collars on them. Mai's really trying to rip that thing off, but she did no damage. She's like, oh gosh, not again. Tiki puts a death collar on Pinky while she's asleep. We have a lot already. It wouldn't surprise me if we had a day one majority vote. Something inside of Marie snaps. She is now frenzied. Ibuki is being adorable as always. Alice and Usami's fingers touched by accident. Again, they both blush. They've just been... Every time these two are in a game, they just vibe. And I'm okay with it. Hino wonders about the future. Jin finds a turtle on the beach who slowly approaches him. A new friendship is born. Oh, a boy and his turtle. Name a more precious pair. Mew tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds. Awesome, there's already a tank in play. And the explosives expert has it. Oh gosh. Frat looks around for stuff to scrounge Joe, and Kizakura believes strongly in blue dominance. In the response, take out Taichi for the glory of the bold and the beautiful. Okay. Kizakura and Mishima, gives Mishima the various things that he's found. Mishima builds stuff out of it. It's soothing watching him making neat contraptions from all of this good stuff. Clea steals Mew's tank while she's asleep. She's as unshaken by any of this. Hajime pixels whatever looks neat and cool lying in various places. Beto sneaks up on Keiji, but Keiji has known that Beto was following him for ages. Counterattacks and kills Beto. Shocking. I don't know why Beto didn't use her counter on Keiji's counter, but you know it is what it is. Mikan feels like Felicia slowed her down and Mikan, why? Why, Mikan? Jotaro murders Usami before Alice can react. They were just vibing. How could you? Alice rushes to help, but Usami dies in his arms. Dang, that's heartbreaking. Karia attacks Mana from behind, slaughters her. Shiki attempts to kill Jotaro, but Klee intervenes to protect him. With her tank and all, unfortunately, Klee dies in the attempt. Kana wishes she could just go home. Kaede has stumbled upon a stray water balloon. We know what kind of summer chaos that can unleash. Big time summer chaos. Natsumi challenges Mikan to a duel. Mikan bites the dust. Inigo has had enough and he is now mad. Tinko prints out a bunch of invitations for her beach party. Probably no degenerates allowed, but we'll see if that happens. Oh no, Crazy Oko just found a dimensional scythe. Those were supposed to be collected at the end of season 4. Midori can't take his eyes off of Mo. Oh, dope. A water gun in the hands of Sato? Goodness gracious. Monokuma attempts to kill Shuichi, but Keiji intervenes just in time. Keiji had to kill Monokuma to protect Shuichi's life. Aiko really hopes she doesn't harm anybody. Mondo finds a 1-up mushroom. He can give someone else another chance at life. It started with an alien device to what it did. It stuck itself upon Mr. H's wrist with secrets that he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's Mr. H. 10. H to the 10th power. Hydrogen 10. Huh, Mizuki feels strong enough to handle anything. Angie steals my soundboard? What? I'm using it right now. How could you? Crazy Oko isn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out as Fumi's just unsure what's happening. Miko remembers Toko, sobs quietly. Mishima wonders if she should build a machine that makes Yakiniku. Iris challenges Mew and Tinko to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Well, let me tell you, Tinko murders the both of them. And she's been a nut lately, and she's about to go out here to this World Pancake Championship, because she's like, I want championship opportunity. I want my name written in the stars. I want title gold around my waist. Will she be able to? We'll have to wait and see. Komaru does something really cute. Kanji and Kana put their differences aside to take out Joe? For the sake of Kana, how could you? That's Big Bro Joe. That's Big Joe. Minimaru gets mauled by a wild animal. Tharja is looking for an easy out. Issa just wants to be helpful. Cloud is determined to survive this. Cory does his best to avoid Tharja. What in the world? Daisaku just found a chainsaw lying around. Why? It's anybody's guess. But Nani Aichaki found a fishing rod she can catch all the fish. Turnip Boys now have Ghost Pinky. Finds a dapper suit and puts it on, is quite fetching. Junko somehow finds medieval armor, puts it on, gleams with a dazzling shine. Minimoto thinking plans to get out of here. Hiro knocks out Mitarai in a fist fight. He's got a death collar on him now. Big yikes, Mitarai, big yikes. Grey Gozu tries to kill Junko. The knight's armor diverts the blow. The end is going to take advantage of this and opens a lemonade stand, which is cursed, so good luck the end. And So tries to kill Mai, but Mai retaliates and kills So instead. 17 gone already. Almost a quarter of the competition, but for right now, we're making our moves as we hit a Claire de Lune. 4. Izioi, Kaito, Toko, La Signora, Taichi, Beto, Felicia, Usami, Mana, Klee, Mikan, Monokuma, Iris, Mew, Joe, Minimaru, So. We lost quite a few people. But we still got 63 left, and that's a big old game, however. While round 1 is usually kind of, kind of bloody, round 2 sometimes has a tendency to really best round 1 because, everyone's starting to pick up some items which could really turn this game around. Let's see how this game does turn. Will it have a funny ending, or will it be true despair? We start, oh, that's a whole lot of, oh man, she hands out wait, hold on. Wait, really? It was okay, so a lot of stuff is happening right here. Shinyan stares into the distance. Mizuki was lost in her thoughts. Next thing she knows, she's found a wish ring. Hopefully she'll be responsible with it. Mondo feels bad for the champion and uses his one-up mushroom on her, and now... Man, I don't know what song we really play for this one. It's never happened before. It's the first time. What is that? That's the boogie. Steps of Courage. We could play like Invincible Rainbow Era. That's a pretty good. I could imagine that playing at a beach party. Yeah, put it on. Hit me with that. Cause Tinko is probably a major Iris stan. As she hands out invitations to every tribute in the game, her beach party, Tinko's beach party, is open for session. Kaede digs for treasure. She dug up a sack full of Pokeballs. Marie digs for treasure as well. Her shovel connects with a landmine, blowing her to bits. Crazy Yoko and Ibuki make a surprisingly nice furniture out of sand together until Crazy Yoko slams Ibuki through the table. AV Mania! Genocide Jack digs for buried treasure. They dug up my soundboard. That's where I left it. Kana digs for buried treasure, but she didn't find any, but she had a good time looking. Tiki works on her tan. Ruka digs for buried treasure, digs up a scythe. This can only end in a disaster, yikes. Tharja buries Mondo, Shiki, and Natsumi up to their heads by the coastline, but forgets to unbury them before high tide. Komaru digs for buried treasure, dug up a grenade, lucky it didn't go off. maybe Marie dug for a grenade too, but it did go off. Tinko, Taka, and Kanji are dancing on the beach. Hiroko came hours before to set up a pitfall trap on the dance floor and watches with glee as they all fall to their doom. Inigo builds a massive sandcastle, but strong winds cause it to cave in, burying him alive. Rest in peace. Turnip Boy and Daisaku share an ice cream cone. Little did Turnip Boy know that this was his favorite flavor, and Daisaku stabs Turnip Boy with a knife to keep the ice cream for himself. Goodness gracious. Midori digs for treasure. It's a one-up mushroom. Goodness gracious. Angie spends a little too much time in the sun and dies from heat stroke. Junko asks the Grey Gozu to rub sunscreen on her back. The Grey Gozu tosses the sunscreen and dumps hydrochloric acid on her instead. Well, that escalated quickly. Togami digs for buried treasure. They dig up a wish ring. Goodness gracious, dreams do come true. Miko digs for buried treasure. Landmine blows her to bits. Corey digs up Pokeballs. Fred and Hajime collect seashells together. It's actually a really cute scene. Chisa digs for buried treasure. Digs up my soundboard. That's where I left it. Vian digs for buried treasure. Didn't find any, but actually had a good time looking. Hajime finds a slingshot. How quaint. Might be useful in a pinch. Roko tries to get others to notice her. Karia grabs a surfboard and he hangs 10. Minamimoto digs for buried treasure. Digs up a scythe as well. This can only end in disaster. Claude buries Dojima, Shuichi, Hiro up to their heads by the coastline, forgets to unbury them, or did he? Was that all a part of his plan? Gonta digs for buried treasure, dug up a grenade, lucky it didn't go off. The Great Ghost uses a mysterious gas to knock out Hajime, and Hiroko puts death collars on them. Jotaro, Usami, and Yosuke. Usami, you just came back to life! We're dancing on the beach. Naniachi and Naniachiaki also came hours before, set up another pitfall trap on the dance floor. Watches with glee as the chaos brimming inside her sees them all fall to their doom. Mai builds a massive sandcastle, but a strong wind causes it to cave in, burying her alive. Mr. H and Jin share an ice cream cone, but little did Mr. H know this was Jin's favorite flavor. And Jin stabs Mr. H with a knife to keep the ice cream for himself. Hina digs up a one-up mushroom. Mitsurai spends too much time in the sun, dies from heat stroke. Mishima asks Karia to rub sunscreen on his back. Why would you do this? Kizakura! Why to Mishima? Hydrochloric acid on him instead. Hifumi digs for buried treasure, finds a wish ring. Yukiko digs for buried treasure, connects with a landmine, blowing her. I don't know who buried all these landmines. Oops. Kibo digs for buried treasure. They dig up a sack of Pokeballs using his chainsaw. Daisaku brutally chops Claude to bits. Pinky and Keiji collect seashells by the beach together. It's actually a really cute scene. Didn't know those two got it off. They hit it off. Who knew? Kokichi digs up my soundboard as well. Why are there so many? When did I get so many soundboards? Who's cloning my soundboard? Asmir. Was it you? Naniachiaki's actually just fishing with her fishing rod. Pulled out a tuna. Someone's eating good tonight. Alice digs for buried treasure. Didn't find any. Aiko grabs a surfboard and hangs 10. Crazy Oko extra large digs for buried treasure, digs up a scythe, and I believe the last event that we have is Ito burying Sato, Teru, and Ryoko in the sand up to their heads by the coastline. But he forgets to unbury them before high tide and they drown. Ibuki finds a shiny red balloon. This is a dangerous place for such a poppable entity. Pop. Jin gets a pitchfork, which he figures is great for lobbing at enemies. Kizakura doesn't really want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Chisa, and Keiji's been hot on Komaru's trail for days now. Komaru thinks that she's gotten away, but Keiji has finally deduced her location and delivered the final blow. Just like that, we're down to 35. Tinko, did you die at your own beach party? Tinko, no! Tinko, oh no! Declare de Lune 4. Marie, Mondo, Shiki, Natsumi, Tinko, Kanji, Taka, Inigo, Turnip Boy, Angie, Junko, Miko, Dojima, Shuichi, Hiro, Usami, Yosuke, Jotaro, Mai, Mr. H, Mitarai, Mishima, Yukiko, Claude, Sato, Teru, Ryoko, Chisa, Komaru. We're more than halfway through. I'm more than willing. The next round's gonna be intense. Because we got a whole bunch of interesting items in play. I'll leave it at that. We'll go click on the details and we'll see what's up. All of Affluent Progeny is in. Something in the water still has Hino with a mushroom in play. Gonta has a grenade for the bug hunters. Titty Typhoon has a Buki with a balloon. Let's see. Kaie Day has a water balloon and Pokeballs. Do not count that out. Baked in Blood, Ruka has that scythe. Dance Break still has Crazy Oko extra large with a scythe as well. There's a lot of scythes in play. The Mets are completely in with a fishing rod and a wish ring, respectively, for Naniachiaki and Mizuki. Kizakura is in. No items, but he's got 3 KOs to his name. Don't fret that. Don't fret. Speaking of fret, he is completely in still for Do You Remember for Blue Team. As we keep on going, Shorty Sleepover remains with... You can dig up a totem in that event, and I'm surprised nobody did. I'm surprised nobody dug up a totem. Wow. That's an event that's in there, and it just didn't pop up. That's crazy. I think almost all the events popped up because we had so many people. There are a couple I know that didn't, but that one didn't, and that one's surprising because a lot of people went digging instead. Kana and Crazy Oko are both still in. Crazy Oko with that scythe. Interesting that Crazy Oko and Crazy Oko extra large both got a scythe from that event. I know the Obsession's completely in as well. Corey with Pokeballs, and we already know that that is a big time game changer. Pinky has got a Dapper Suit. Hifumi's got a Wish Ring. The End has a Lemonade Stand. Don't forget about that. Watching the World Burn. One with Nature still sees Daisaku with a chainsaw. Has not used it. Sugar Daddies. My picks still have Karia with no items. Grand Scheme has Kokichi with my soundboard. Friendly Fisticuffs both in, but no items between the two of them. Rock, Paper, Scissors completely in. Oh gosh, my remote control, you still have that. Oh my gosh. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. That's terrifying, y'all. Let's see. Friendly Fisticuffs completely in. Rock, Paper, Scissors, the sound, remote control. Uh-oh. Hajime from Magic Carpet Ride still has a slingshot. Good on you. The Detectives still have KG with 3 KOs but no items. Alice in Wonderland, Shell Shocked, has that collar, but yeah, no, otherwise he's okay, I guess. Anthropology still, he's shell shocked because he watched Usami die twice. He's like, not again. Let's see. Anthropology still has Aiko. Kibo remains for the new era. Mama and Daddy are both completely in. Nice. And so with, it's not so, but technically so. Midori's still in with a mushroom, which is like a basic like security deposit. He's got like money in the bank. If Hiroko dies, he's like, catch, you're back in. Minamimoto is still around for Minamimaru with a scythe. Tiki remains for the Voice of the Voiceless, and that is the lot so far. We have a bunch of revival items in play, so I don't know what's gonna unfold, but I'm excited to find out. Let's click next round. 35 remain, 15 until we're at 20. Why I say 15? It's 25 until your saving grace picks, and we see some orange and a whole bunch of... Oh! Well, things are happening. Round 3 begins with the Great Gozu putting a death collar on Nana Ichiaki while she's asleep, and then she befriends a Komodo dragon with a pair. You really are breeding a whole bunch of chaos this season, aren't you, Nana Ichiaki? I guess this Agent is gay, Agent of Chaos, yeah, okay. Komodo dragons, yay. Well placed shot by Hajime. Hits Aiko's head with a disorienting force. She's dazed. Kaede tosses a Pokeball. Out comes Moltres, uses Fire Blast, burning Fred and Hajime alive, and Hajime's dead. Hiroko tries to rip the death collar off, but she did no damage. Hina knows how tough things have been for Mitarai in these games. You're dang right they have, Hina! Decides to use her one-up mushroom on him. Ito really wishes he didn't have to kill anybody. Kizukura catches a strange a glow in the corner of his eyes, discovers an ancient scepter. Arcane magic courses through his body as his fingers touch the carved wood. Tiki challenges Hina and Ibuki to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Ibuki enters the match that she needs to win to become a Triple Crown champion. Ibuki is World Pancake Championship bound. Let's see if it happens. Genocide Jack uses the soundboard to play Dire. You know what? I don't know why I pressed it twice. I heard you said Dire Ducks. Okay. Minamimoto hears the soothing music and goes to sleep. Unfortunately, he never wakes up. Oh, Jin has found a Komodo dragon as well. What's up with these Komodos this round, you guys? Someone wants to tell me something? Okay. It is an animal. I guess they've taken a liking to each other. Togami wishes for a shorter nose. His wishing shimmers for a second before answering his wish. Upon granting his most prized wish, a shorter nose, he oohs and ahs, but the end tries to kill Togami. He says, wait, don't hit me in my beautiful new nose. He tries to bribe him. The end takes the money until he just kills Togami anyway. How could he? Ifumi, starving and as usual, sniffs out a massive stack of pancakes. Ibuki pops her own balloon and has the creepiest smile on her face. You okay, Ibuki? Mitarai and Ibuki believe so strongly in blue dominance that they take out the Great Gozu for the glory of the bold and the beautiful. Kokichi uses my soundboard, gets confiscated for playing copyrighted music. How could you? For shame. For shame. Kana spots something shiny in the distance. Midori ponders how best to use his one-up mushroom. Mizuki digs for buried treasure. Oh, I guess you didn't get your... Really? You didn't get your beach party? Oh, because you had an event right before it started. She's got a grenade, good on her. The End sneaks up on Keiji. Keiji has known that the End was following him for ages now, is able to counterattack and kill the End. Crazy Yoko finds a grenade, better be careful with that. There's a lot of grenades in play too. Shinyan builds a massive sandcastle with a strong winds cave in, burying her alive. Crazy Yoko extra large slices her size, opening a dimensional port, but You can't do that to a Reaper, Crazy Yoko Extra Large! Before she can shove Pinky inside, Pinky snatches the scythe and says, I'm the real Reaper yonder these parts, hits Crazy Yoko in the back of the head with it, shoves her inside. Goodness gracious, Karya picks up Ladine Cooling in various places. Pinky then does like, oh, I'm in my full power. Slices open a dimensional rift and says, you get in there too, Kaede, triple crown, my butt. Alice sits there with a blank stare. Ruka's looking only for herself. Gonta's juggling with that grenade for a bit. Corey's in the house and sends out a Pokeball. Chimchar's out, who helps Corey start a campfire. Claude's gone. Daisaku doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Darja draws a demon summoning circle on the ground, you know, for fun, and Kibo wishes he could just go home. We're down to 25 remaining, and after this, Claire de Lune 4. Fret, Hajime, Tiki, Hina, Minimoto, Togami. Great Gozu. The end. Shinyon. 25. 25 remain. 2 in the Despair Dimension. Both from Pinky's hand. She was like, oh, you've made a mistake now that I've got this. And then Kaede got tossed into. I'm afraid of Pinky right now. There's 25 left. We are so close to your saving grace picks. We only need 15 more to get gone. Will we lose them in this round? Let's find out. We got a lot of items in play, and we see a lot of items happening. Crazy Yoko just wants to end things. Just wants it to end already. She's like, no. Something inside of Pinky drives her to fight for what she believes in. She feels heroic after yeeting 2 people into the Despair Dimension. You're feeling heroic, Pinky? Huh? Huh? Keiji and Mizuki put their differences aside to take out Hifumi for the sake of Red Team. Dang. Nana Achiaki walks into a very strange machine. She gets ghost powers. Daisaku knocks Crazy Yoko out in a fist fight, puts a death card on her. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I do believe Daisaku could beat Crazy Yoko in a fist fight. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Corey sets down a trap. Mizuki gets caught in one of Corey's traps. All she can do is hope to be freed. Kokichi is looking for an easy out. Genocide Jack presses a button on my soundboard, and do you know what plays? A Crises of Fate. Are you ready? Let's see what unfolds as Ito feels sorry for Mizuki, frees her from the trap. Midori, daddy, challenges Kokichi and Ruka to an anything goes world pancake eating championship competition, and daddy earns entry into the World Pancake Championship invitation by feasting on the most pancakes. Mitsurai just found a stray water balloon. Could it get a little bit dicey in here with that? Ibuki wants to end things once and for all with Hiroko. Ibuki bites the dust. Gonta can't handle the stress after losing a teammate, becomes more cowardly. Ruka stares into the distance. Crazy Yoko Extra Large has lost the last bit of her energy already, sapped by the ominous purple fog. Oh no! Jin wonders how far he could throw his pitchfork. Kibo tosses out a Pokeball and out comes Zapdos. Zapdos uses Thunderbolt, frying Ruka. Oh no, Karya's got a freaking fishing rod too, that's awesome! Aiko comes back to her senses. Kaede fights for her life. Tharja checks on her demon summoning circle. To her surprise, a demon actually comes out to help her. Takes quite a liking to her. She's got a pet demon. Kizakura calls Arcane Fury down on Hiroko. His ancient scepter beaming with an inner rage. For a second, nothing happens. Hiroko opens her mouth to say something that starts peeling away layer by layer. Kana finds a dapper suit. Good, I'm here for Dapper Kana. Headcanon. And Alice snaps out of it. We actually only lost 5, one of them in the Despair Dimension, so we are down to 9 plus 10 as we hit a Claire de Lune 4. Hifumi, Ibuki, Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large, Ruruka, Hiroko. 21 remain, and we're gonna keep going. Why would I stop here? We have a whole game to get through. We're not even sure saving grace picks. We need to lose 11 more for that. Now, we saw Hiroko get out, but Daddy's still in. And he's got a one-up mushroom. Will he use it on Hiroko? We'll have to wait and see. A lot of stuff is happening, and honestly, a lot of revivals. Karya cast his rod into the river, pulled out a tank. He pulled a... Who left it in there? Alice lays the title belt on the ground, grabs Agents of Chaos, Nani Achiaki, driving her head into the hard metal, killing her. Goodness gracious, but she ain't down for long. Kaede feels her energy slowly being drained. Mizuki wishes she could see Nani Achiaki one last time. Her wish ring shimmers for a second, and then it's a miracle. Nani Achiaki came back to life. She was like, no, if only I could see you one more time. I'm back. Midori feels bad for Hajime and uses his mushroom on him. You didn't feel bad for your tag team partner? Midori? Hey, it is what it is. In fact, neither one of mushroom was used on their partner today, even though that's the most likely outcome. Genocide Jack corners Tharja, but Tharja's demon mauls Genocide Jack before she can kill her. Karia steals, Keiji steals Karia's tank while he's asleep. Crazy Yoko attacks and kills Tharja in front of Corey. There's nothing Corey can do. Kibo gets ready to toss a Pokeball at Mizuki and Corey, but they reveal themselves to be members of Team Rocket. Rocket, oh no! Mizuki and Corey knock out Kibo and steal all of his Pokemon. How could you guys? How could you? Ito sizes his muscles. Using his chainsaw, Daisaku brutally chops Keiji to pieces. Goodness gracious, Hajime gathers ammo for his slingshot. Kana acts cool in her dapper suit. The Archons see great potential in Aiko, grants her a cryo vision. The Archons see great potential in Kokichi, grant her a pyro vision. Fire and ice. Back to back. Kizakura polishes his ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine. Jin feeds his pet turtle some lettuce. Don't forget, he got a pet turtle early in this game, and that turtle, they've just been vibing this whole game. Jin is his pet turtle. Corey's in the house, uses a mysterious gas to knock out Kibo and Midori in order to put death collars on them, and let me tell you, that was enough for a little majority game as Pinky patrols vigilantly, ready to defend those that she loves, but I'll tell you what. Mitarai, Hajime, Alice, Crazy Hiyoko, Midori, and Kibo are all forced to play the majority game. Hajime received the most votes and was executed, as well as the sacrifice, Midori. And interestingly enough, this very round, Midori brought Hajime back to life, and now they both perish in the majority game. And Gonta and Crazy Yoko put their differences aside to take out Karia for the sake of Red Team. That happened too. We don't like to talk about that though, as we hit a Claire de Lune for another, what, 7 competitors? Yeah, we lost 7. A Claire de Lune 4. Nani Aichiaki, Genocide Jack, Tharja, Keiji, Hajime, Midori, Karia. 6 more until your saving grace picks. Someone's trapped in that despair dimension, and that lady's name is Kai-A Day. For romance is dead. Could she survive death and somehow find her way out of the despair dimension? It's a possibility, but is it a plausibility? Nah, maybe not so much. Let's see what unfolds as we keep this game in motion. Because a game in motion stays in motion until there's just one person left. Let's go on. Let's click next round and we will see. We're also seeing, oh gosh, goodness gracious, Mizuki's out here wishing left and right. But her wishes are brutal. Kaede feels her energy still slowly being drained. Crazy Yoko's bad brain turns into an absolute pain to deal with. Junko. Yeah, she's gone. Daisaku feels horrible for what he did. Mizuki wishes Kibo would just disappear. Her wish ring shimmers for a second and then... Kibo who? Hubo? Gonta trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck. Corey stops quietly. Tharja's demon can't find her at all. Remembering Tharja's died. Oh no. And Corey's right behind her as Pinky and Kokichi believe strongly in blue team dominance. Take out Corey for the glory of the bold and the blue. You hate to see it. The nuclear waste from the power plant that the arena was built on top of reanimates Turnip Boy's body, zombifying him. The dead husk of Komara arrives with maggots. Kana looks around for stuff to scrounge. Alice thinks about Usami, sobs quietly. Ito now has a stray water balloon as well. He can unleash summer-themed chaos on an unsuspecting tributes. Kizakura attacks Jin from behind, slaughters him. Mitarai tosses his water balloon out from one hand to the other. Kokichi sets the forest ablaze, catching Ito, Pinky, and Mitarai in the flames. And Aiko summons a massive spear of ice, impaling Daisaku. We are down to your final 8. I don't know who it's gonna be. But at your final 8, I after this, now you know, as they say, Claire de Lune 4. Kibo, Gonta, Corey, Jin, Ito, Pinky, Mitarai, Daisaku. Let's go see everybody's statuses. Let's look at these details because it's your final 8, which means it might be time for you to make some new picks, and I know what those picks are. You want to know what those picks can be. They are your saving grace picks. We're down to 8 competitors, and the first of which is not Turnip Boy. He's a zombie, but he could do some crazy things. The first of which Alice, who has been shell-shocked but has finally snapped out of it. He's got a collar on, survived the majority vote. Will he win this thing and earn you guys a fan vote? That's a possibility. Kizakura has been putting on a clinic this game. Even took out his own partner. So he's got an ancient scepter and he's ready to do some more damage. As we keep on keeping on, we scroll down and we see Kai A Day. For Romance is dead. She's out technically, but she's in the despair dimension if she finds a way back. Once again, it's a possibility, not a plausibility. Just like Chaos rating at 5% is a possibility, but not a plausibility. But sometimes plausibilities happen. Grand Scheme also could get you guys a fan vote today. Kokichi has gotten KO after KO after KO, and he's got the Pyrovision to help him get more. Aiko from Anthropology. They've always been a quiet team, but now Aiko's ready to prove herself by getting a big victory today. Cryovision by her side. Shorty Sleepovers completely in. Just like that, they have a 1 in 4 shot of winning this game. Kana and Crazy Yoko, and if they find a totem, imagine. We'll keep on keeping on, and the Mets are completely in as well. What? They didn't rate Chaos, but that's 2 teams completely in. There's a 50% chance that either the Mets walk out of this one or Shorty Sleepover walks out of this one. Goodness gracious, that's wild. I didn't even notice. The Mets aren't completely in, are they? Am I crazy? I'm crazy, right? No, DRHG's alive? Oh right, she got brought back. Mizuki brought her back to life. I forgot. I forgot she did. Good on you. Okay. Well, just like that, cool. Very cool. I forgot. DRHG, she's like, I'm unsure of myself, but I guess I'm alive. That's your final 8. They are all standing tall. 2 full teams completely in this final 8. But that don't mean a thing, because everyone still got that same heartbeat, that same determination as that of a samurai woman. Your final 8. 2 teams could earn you guys fan votes. The 50% chance that 2 teams, or one of those 2 teams can win, it looks pretty good. I want to take one quick peek, real quick peek, just scrolling down. It's looking good for red team. It is looking good for red team. It is. Like, Grand Scheme, they got Kokichi, but Anthropology red team, Shorty Sleepover, entirety red team there, goodness gracious. Jin for blue. No, Jin's dead. Never mind. Oops. we'll just keep going. We'll proceed. I already told y'all, Samurai Woman. And as we go on, we see, oh, Kana's a sheep. And Crazy Yoko's gone. Just like that. Their team's not looking too good anymore. DRHG shoots Blast of Energy from her hands at Kizakura. He's able to narrowly dodge and escape. Kokichi can't wait to kill again, and with a flick of his ancient scepter, Kizakura turns Kana into a sheep. Crazy Yoko rambles on about something nobody cares about. Alice searches for anyone who can get that collar off of them. Aiko and Kokichi both unleash the power of their visions at the same time. Fire and Ice catches Crazy Yoko off guard, and she is melted away. And Kaede is mauled by the roaming demons in the despair dimension. Kana as a sheep glances away, a sad look in her eyes. Mizuki ponders how best to use her wish ring. And Turnip Boy's body continues to decompose. Let me tell you, Turnip Boy, I'm watching you. You could turn somebody into a zombie, you sure could. But there's still 7 left. And after this terrible turnabout for Crazy Yoko, Kaede. We're down to 7. We got the zombie Turnip Boy, but let me tell you, it's anybody's game. And the rare chance that someone finds a totem now, it was rare. It's super rare now, but the more people you have, you know, generally you're like, oh, that's more iterations of an event popping, and you could see that totem. You could see a totem just pop up. That's something that could happen. But to see if it does, we got a Samurai Woman. It's Samurai Woman, you guys. Let's go ahead, let's click next round, and we will see. Alice is now feeling heroic after, you know, losing his tag team partner, his real homie. Turnip Boy dangles his rotting limbs around, fiddling with him. Kokichi finds a grenade, and DRHG says, nope, blast! Kokichi, he is unable to survive the blow, resting. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of people getting out right here, right now. Kokichi's been blasted to smithereens by Nane Achiaki's ghost powers. Kana is a sheep grazes with a peaceful look at her. She's still in. She could still win. She can get that sheep victory. Aiko buries Kizakura and Nane Achiaki in piles of ice, freezing them both alive. Mizuki tosses a live grenade at the champ, blows him to smithereens. It is now the Mets versus Shorty Sleepover versus Anthropology. Shorty Sleepover only has Kana, and she is a sheep. Aiko remains, and she's got that vision, and Mizuki's around, and she's just embracing that chaos, but we're your final three, and after this terrible turnabout 4. Kokichi, Kizakura, Nane Achiaki, Alice. So, outside of revivals, and I want to peek at the items that people have. Kana can't use anything that she's got, she's a sheep, but she is there for Shorty Sleepover right now. Anthropology, also red team, and I'm pretty sure your Agents of Chaos are red team, so they have swept today. Outside of revivals, and it doesn't look like Aiko has a revival, but she does have 4 KOs. And scrolling down to the Mets, baby. Love those Mets, all about those Mets. Where are the Mets? Love those Mets, give me those Mets, all about the Mets. Yeah, yeah, Mets. At the very bottom, geez Louise, Mizuki, red team as well. She's got a wish ring. Honestly, could bring back Nane Achiaki again. That's not against the rules. She could bring her back twice. But we'll see if that happens. It's your final 3 for this moment in time. Red team sweeps. And boy, did they need it. But they are still caught. Mizuki, Aiko, and Kana the sheep, and what we like to call a crisis. You already heard this song today, didn't we? A crisis of fate. Let's go on, let's see what unfolds. Next round C's, nothing yet. Mizuki wishes for a bag of chips. Her wish ring shimmers for a second, and she gets a nice bag of Lay's. She's like, honey and barbecue, that's delicious. Kana's a sheep boss softly, and Aiko finds some leather scraps just enough to patch together some rudimentary clothing. It's rather caveman-like. Turnip Boy's body continues to decompose, even as he continues to move. Next round sees Aiko wearing leather scraps as a light pole. Mizuki puts a death collar on Aiko while she's asleep, and Kana glances away, a sad look in her eyes, because she's a good old sheep. Turnip Boy's dangling his withered limbs will proceed again, and it ends. Right here, right now, in a moment's notice. It is the end of the game because, wait for it, Mizuki tries to kill Aiko, but Aiko retaliates and kills her instead, and Kana, she was munching. She was like, this some delicious grass reminds me of my hair. Let me get another good chomp. She chomps a little bit too far, flies right off the cliff, and as we know, sheep cannot fly, and she plummets to the ground. Turnip Boy's a zombie. He didn't turn anybody this game. If he would have turned Aiko in this last moment, Turnip Boy would have gotten the zombie victory. However, he did not, and this is it. The truth will set you free. And the truth after this Claire de Terrible Turnabout 4. Mizuki, Kana. We see an unlikely soul winning this game. And you know what? Props to her, because she is your winner. Representing Shoka and Iris at the beach party, they played Invincible Rainbow Arrow, and you know what? It gave Iris's partner everything it took to come out on top of this one, because you're winners. Anthropology, thanks to Aiko, claiming victory. If they had found, my gosh, and that's why the totems are low-key kind of scary, because they can really accelerate the points in this game. If they had found a double points totem, or a triple points totem, it would have been crazy. Because they earned 9 points alone this game, and they were back 20, and that really cleared the air. Because now it's only like it's an 11-point game now. It's an 11-point game. In fact, we'll scroll down, we'll see everybody's statuses right there, and then I'll say, hey, pull up the bracket. You see Anthropology there. Aiko earned this one for Iris and Shoka. Congratulations to them, but the big story here is Red swept. And As you see, it is 81 to 70 now. If they had gotten double points or triple points, they would have been closer or taken the lead by 7 points if they got the triple points totem. That triple points totem can either take you to victory or literally bury the other team. Jeez. But it's not all of it, you know, the totem is like, oh, you got the totems, right? But you also have to perform with the totems, and that's what it's all about. With those totems in place, anyone could really turn the game around. These points, they could change like that. They're available technically in Orteal, and they're available in the Feast in the Feast in Brandsteel. The thing is, you don't have to use them in Brandsteel. If you make it to the Feast and they do pop up, you're like, oh, this was my totem, this is what you get. In this one, you have to use them. It's unlikely to find them, but it's very likely once you find them that you use them. Of course, once you use it, it vanishes into thin air. But that's that. Let's get a round of applause for Iris and Aiko for Shoka today. They came out on top, 5 KOs from Aiko. Kizakura actually had a pretty good team. Game 2, 5 KOs. Nane Aichiaki, there were a bunch of revivals today. My gosh, Nane Aichiaki, back from the dead, got 5 KOs. Hiroko had 4, Tharder with 4, Kokichi with 4, Keiji with 4, Ibuki, Claude, Mizuki, Daisaku, and Ito all had 3. Everyone else with 2 or less. That is your game. And you know what? I don't think Aiko's telling the best jokes, but I think Iris, she'll make some hee-hee-ha-ha. She'll make some... Aiko would make some really like bad puns, but you'd be like, oh, you know what? That was kind of cute. Congratulations to Aiko. She got her frying pan. She's ready to fry up a victory. Maybe get those tag team titles. I thought the Mets might have had it today. I thought it was about to be all about those Mets, but that retaliation got Mizuki out of this one. You hate to see it. But you know what? Dang, I'll probably change Mizuki's sprite, I guess, in next season, right? Yeah, I'll be done Somnium by... Will I be done Somnium by next season? That's 4... Yeah, I'll be done Somnium Files by... The new Somnium Files by next season. I'm excited. I'm really excited for that game. New episode of that either coming... Definitely coming Tuesday. Maybe Sunday if I have a little bit of time to record, some... I guess Friday would be the only real opening I have. Hey, we'll see what happens. But once again, congratulations to Anthropology. They've been a really quiet team, but they finally clutched up and got themselves a big win. Good on them. And tomorrow is Persona. Tomorrow's Persona 5, and it'll be a fun episode of Persona 5, because I recorded one part of it really early, and I lost my mind. I'll be frank. There's gonna be like an early part of the recording, an early part of the Persona 5 recording. Man, I lost my mind, and I love it. I haven't recorded the second part yet, but I recorded the first part after I recorded, this past week's episode, and I was like, oh yeah, let me just do this real quick. And then I lost my mind, and I'm glad I recorded all of it, because man, did I lose my mind. For those who tune into Persona, tomorrow tomorrow I lose my mind. Toodaloo, Play Crew, thanks for watching.